Newport Harbor's Makoto Kenny gets to the chopper. This goal forcing overtime against Huntington Beach, and much more on a brand new counterattack. Hi everyone, thanks for joining us on the Counterattack, brought to you by the Rudy Project and XX2I. Greg Mescall here with you, and we start off this Water Polo Wednesday with the USA Water Polo membership renewal season. It begins today, running through the end of the year. Renew or register your USA Water Polo membership now through December 31st. You lock in 2017 pricing, you secure your membership through December 31st of 2018, and you get a chance to win a USA Water Polo or tier prize pack. So make sure you head over to usawaterpolo.org or follow the links on the screen to get yourself signed up or renewed right now. Looking forward to a whole host of USA Water Polo members joining us for the first time and renewing for 2018. From there, we turn to water polo. Coming up this weekend, it's the Collegiate Cup. We head to Fresno, California, Clovis East, Clovis West, Bullard High School, Fresno State. They're all playing host. Here's a look at the teams that are participating. In addition to some of the top college teams in the country, including defending NCAA champ and Collegiate Cup champ Stanford, you've also got the Chinese national team, a couple of USA Pipeline national teams, and squads from coast to coast, the likes of Marist, Pomona-Pitzer, UCLA, Cal, the list goes on and on. We'll be covering the event this weekend. Make sure you keep an eye on USA Water Polo social media channels. Also, weather permitting, live streaming on the Mountain West Network of the first and third place games on Sunday. Rain is in the forecast, so we're hoping that holds off for this weekend. Either way, we'll have highlights next week right here on the show. And also, Friday evening, exhibition contest at Fresno State. The Chinese national team taking on the USA Youth national team. More information available at usawaterpolo.org. Now we turn to college water polo and our Cap 7 college scoreboard. A couple of close ones. We've said it all season long. The Golden Coast Conference is a tough conference this year, and they've been pushing teams in the MPSF. Stanford escapes against Long Beach State 10-9. UCLA 1 goal better than Pacific 12-11. We go back east. Princeton downing Brown 14-13 in sudden death overtime. And then another Golden Coast Conference, a conference matchup. In this case, UC Irvine edging UC Santa Barbara 10-9. Postseason tournaments less than a month away. You know this is going to be pretty hectic as we get down to the wire. And now we go to our USA Water Polo National Collegiate Rankings powered by the Freeman Rating System. Cal remains at the top, USC 2, UCLA 3, Stanford 4. Those four meeting this weekend in head-to-head matchups. More on that momentarily. Pacific in at 5, Long Beach State, UC Irvine, Davis, Santa Barbara, and Pepperdine. Rounding out the top 10, the full top 25 at usawaterpolo.org. On to college water polo on TV and a fantastic doubleheader coming up this Saturday. First, USC pays a visit to Cal. It's on the Pac-12 network and Pac-12 LA Bay Area starting at 2 Eastern, 11 a.m. Pacific. And then following UCLA at Stanford on Pac-12 network LA, 3:30 p.m. opening sprint in the East, 12:30 p.m. in the West. Set the DVR. Make sure you check those games out. The top teams in men's college water polo mixing it up. And now we go high school water polo. State champs decided this past weekend in Ohio and Pennsylvania. We start in Ohio, and congratulations to Thomas Worthington. They edge St. Charles 15-14 in overtime. Here's a look at the champs. This photo via Pete Scully. And check out the celebration once this game was won. And from there we go Pennsylvania high school champs on the boys' side. Congratulations to North Penn taking home the title. Girls champs to be decided this weekend in Pennsylvania. We'll have that for you next week right here on the show. More big-time water polo action on the way in a couple of weeks. The Champions Cup heads to Indiana University this November 10th through the 12th. Here's a look at the teams that are participating. Clubs from all across the U.S. will head to Indiana to take part. Live streaming available of select matches, including medal matches, on November 11th and 12th, right here on USA Water Polo TV via Facebook.com/USAWP and on our YouTube page at YouTube.com/USAWP. Best of luck to all the teams that will be participating in Champions Cup. We'll have full highlights after the tournament right here on the Counterattack. Now we go back to look at Rock-Tober, where ABC 15 in Phoenix was on hand to profile the event. They caught up with some of the athletes participating and our Director of Sport Growth, Mark Carney.
32 teams. I mean, Rock-Tober is designed to be like the funnest tournament that we have in the calendar year. On Friday night, we actually have a pizza party that's hosted by the Mesa Convention and Visitor Bureau. The kids are having a great time. We got inflatable guitars, and the kids are just having a blast.
It was fun. It was a lot of fun, just being with friends and just playing water polo.
I was really anxious for this tournament because we had to play really good teams, and it was just really fun overall.
And now we turn to the LA Athletic Club hosting a couple of events on the way. First, the second annual Bob Neely Memorial Water Polo Cup, funding lymphoma cancer research and helping to grow the game of water polo in honor of the late Masters water polo player Bob Neely. This December 9th through the 10th. You can learn more at laacwaterpolo.com and get your squad registered. Men's Open, Women's Open, Men's 40-plus divisions. And then that same weekend, a 2018 National League Youth Tryout to play on the LA Athletic Club. It'll be December 9th and 10th in South Orange County. More information coming at laacwaterpolo.com. Get yourself signed up today. And last but not least, we return to the start of our show. Makoto Kenny with this thrilling backhand to force overtime against Huntington Beach in the OT. Makoto's teammate John Rankin would score in sudden death overtime, pushing Newport Harbor past Huntington Beach 12-11. Video there via Dan Albano from the OC Register. Playoffs around the corner in the CIF Southern section. You can bet both of these teams will be in the mix. And now we close things out as we do every week with our social media send-off. And with Halloween being yesterday, we know there's going to be some Halloween-focused social media this week. We'll have more of this next week, but we start first with St. Xavier in Ohio, the Cincinnati area. They got the pumpkin game on point. Well done. Make sure you keep sharing your images of your Halloween fun, costumes, pumpkins, whatever it might be. We'll share some of that on our channels and next week right here on the show. And from there, Halloween costume or just everyday life in Texas. Water polo coach wearing a cowboy hat on deck. Looks like the cover of a new water polo themed country album. Thanks Gluten Free K for sharing that. And from there we go ODP 11 and under skills clinic this past weekend. More of these skills clinics available now for registration at usawaterpolo.org. All smiles there. The women's national team, the senior athletes holding position-specific clinics for pipeline athletes at their positions, so the likes of Maggie Steffens, Rachel Fatal on hand to share some of their skills and tactics with the next generation. Jamie Nuschel, we see you. How about the year for Jamie Nuschel? Recognized here in Sports Illustrated, faces in the crowd. All she did was win an NCAA title, then a FINA World Championship, and then a World University Games gold medal. Not a bad year for Jamie Nuschel. Congrats there. And from there, we shout out Tony Azevedo in Mexico holding a water polo clinic as a fundraiser. Nice job, Tony. You can see more via his Water Polo Tony Twitter account. So awesome to see water polo growing in the state of North Carolina. 3 athletes from the Tar Heel State headed to an ODP camp this past weekend in Atlanta, and they got to hang out with 4-time Olympian Jesse Smith. This is via the Play Water Polo NC Instagram account. And then last Saturday, it marked 1,000 days from the start of the 2020 Olympic Games in Tokyo, Japan. Those are the next Olympic Games to involve water polo. We're getting very excited to be in Japan in a couple of years. But first, today marks 100 days until the next Winter Olympics next February in South Korea. Best of luck to all of our winter sport friends. And that's the best of what we saw this week on the social media send-off. Don't forget, stay involved. Use the hashtag counterattack. Tag us at USAWP. We'll share your stuff right here on the show. That'll do it for this week's episode. Thanks so much for watching. And don't forget, when you're on the counterattack, look weak side.